When you come to the end of the road, what do you do? Now, indeed, there's many roads that we find ourselves on in this lifetime. Many, many roads. But some of those roads lead to a dead end. You cannot go any further down some of those roads. You can't. And because it's the end of the road. It's the end of the road. I'm going to make sure I can be heard over here before I start talking. What are you going to say, Gina? I have no idea. I'm going to let the words flow in because this has been laid on my heart. When you come to the end of the road. And can you all hear me? Hello, Apple Brooks and Danny Honey. Can you all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. I'm not going to look at the comments until afterward. I'm not. So you may find yourself at the end of a particular road in your life. You try to go further, but you can't go any further because it's more or less, it's a dead end. You can't, there's not a fork in the road to go that way. There's not a fork in the road to go that way. It's literally, it stops right there. That road that you're on stops right there. It could even be a massive drop-off into a big chasm. It could be a block wall that you are not getting through. It could be water, great big ocean. It could be total darkness. Total darkness. What do you do? I'm sure there's people here who, if you have not experienced the end of the road, a particular road, you're experiencing it now. And you may find yourself wondering, well, now what? What am I going to do now? The road has ended. I can't go this way. I can't go that way. I can't go ahead because it's ended. There's nothing there. I cannot. It's the end of that particular road. It's a massive, massive barrier. You can't go there. There's nothing there down the road that you traveled. Perhaps you may have been going down that road. You thought, this is the road I'm going to travel on right here. I'm going to take this road. I'm going to take this road right here. And I'm going to see where it's going to lead me because this is the road I know I'm supposed to take. Well, that road, it ended. It ended. The road that you were on ended. And in fact, let me do this right here. Well, I'm going to do this. It's a the road is a it's a dead end. So not only have you come to the end of the road, you've come to a dead end. It's a dead end. Nothing exists beyond it. Nothing. Let me see if I can, I'm trying to, I'm trying to get my visual. You hold on right there. I really am trying to put my visual up here. And I'm a tad bit sidetracked. I don't know where this conversation's going to go. I have no idea. But I feel led to speak on it. I truly do. So I'm going to speak on it. I am. The road that you're on, it's the end of the road, and it's also it's a dead end. It's a dead end. It could mean literally death awaits you. Death awaits you. You've come to the end of the road. You can't go any further. It's a dead end. There's no life beyond it. That road you traveled on could very well be death. Spiritual dead end. So now that you found yourself on that road, right there, that you decided you wanted to take, you found out you can't get any further because it's a dead end. There's no life beyond it. You had life as you were traveling down that road. You had it. You had life as you were traveling down that road. But it was a road you wanted to travel on. And you probably had high hopes. You probably had some dreams and aspirations that this road was going to take you places. It was going to take you places. Although there was a part of you that told you, don't travel down that road. Don't travel down it. And you probably tuned out that voice that said, don't travel down it. Don't. It's a dead end. But you didn't listen. You didn't listen. Until you got up to it, and even though you saw the sign that says the end of the road, you were still in denial. Still in denial. And you probably found yourself standing there looking around. It's nothing there. It's a dead end. Nothing there. It is a dead end. So now what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that you've come to a literal dead end? You don't have a choice. You don't? Well, you do have a choice. You can just stand there. You can just stand there at the end of the road that literally is a dead end, and you can't go left, you can't go right. You're stuck, you're stagnating. You're stuck and you're stagnating. You're trapped. You're trapped. But you have a choice. You can literally turn around. Let me do another visual, you all. We're going to turn around and we're going to do a you're going to turn around and you're going to do what you're going to do. I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. You're going to find out what you're going to do. You all, let me put it back to me. We're talking about when you go down a road that you know you shouldn't have went down, but you would not listen to yourself. You went against your higher self. You tuned out your own intuition to travel down a road that you wanted to travel down. You truly wanted to travel down a certain road. So now you're left with no option. Truly, you can just stand there and go nowhere. Or you can now make a U-turn. Make a U-turn. Turn around and go back. You may say, but I don't want to go back. That's the road I wanted to go down. Well, you went down the road that you wanted to go down. And you came to the end of that road. Okay, you came to the end of that road. It led nowhere. It was a dead end. Now you got to turn around. And you're going to have to find a road that you can go down that's going to lead to somewhere other than a dead end. You don't want to go through this life going down roads that literally the road ends because it wasn't a good road for you at all. There was nothing there at the end of that road. It came to a dead end. And now you're realizing it. Now you got to make a U-turn. Now you got to make a U-turn. And because you got to make a U-turn, now you're going to have to look for you can look for a I'll just go ahead and say it. I'm going to go ahead and say it, you all. You can look for a this is the wildest thing, you all. I've not done a video like this before. Gina, why are you doing it? Don't ask me why. I'm just doing it. I'm being led by my spirit. Now, guess what you got to do? You got to look for a... You're going to have to look for this. Right here. You're going to have to look for a fork in the road. A fork in the road. And then you're going to have to decide which way you're going to go. Which way you're going to go. Because, why? You've already came. You've made your U-turn. You made a U-turn because the road that you were on came to a dead end. It was the end of the road. The road you thought, this is the road I'm going down. I don't care what nobody says. I'm going down this road. I'm going to find what I'm looking for. You found what you're looking for, a dead end. Nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing that exists. So you have to make a U-turn. Because you know you can't stand there or you're going to die. You're going to die. Literally, you're going to die. There's nothing there. You can't go nowhere. You're stuck. So you're going to probably look for a fork in the road. And if you can't find the fork in the road, you're going to look for something else. You're going to look for something else, you all. You're going to look for something else is what you're going to look for. Let me see if I can get it. This is really not letting me get what I want to get pulled up on here, but I'm going to do it. You're going to look for a fork in the road. Okay? And hopefully once you find a fork in the road, it might lead you to perhaps a detour. A detour. And this detour has probably happened in your life if you have now turned around and you got a detour. Well, there was construction happening in your road called life, on the main road called life. Now you got a detour. You got to go a different way. It'll still get you to your destination that you should be on. It should get you there. You were on, let's think of this. So this person or these people, whoever you are, you were on the right road. You were. But somehow you could have took the wrong detour. You could have the wrong detour. You came to a fork in the road. And you came to the end of the road. It came into a dead end. And now you had to turn around. You had to backtrack. You had to backtrack. You had to backtrack. Is what you had to do. Now you got to get on. You got to get on the right. Yeah, oh my gosh. You got to get on the right road, you all. You got to get on the right. Oh my gosh, this is the silliest video, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it, you all. You got to get on the right road. You've got to get on the right road. Because the road you were on, it didn't go nowhere. came to a dead end, and you're going to stagnate. You truly are. You're going to stagnate. This is a story. You had to backtrack. Now, you're going to have to get on the right road. Get on the right road right here. Now this road right here, it looks rather promising. It looks rather promising. It does. Look at the blue skies. You got surrounded by the vastness of the outdoors and things like that. Looks a lot better than it looks a lot better than the one road you tried to get on, but it came to the end. The end of a certain road in your life. It was a where are all my pictures, you all? I got my pictures all over the place. I can't even find the dead end. There's the U-turn. There's the Y in the road. Let me get myself totally out of the way. You came to a fork in the road. You had the end of the road. You had a dead end. You had to turn around. Gina, this doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. This is what happened. This is what happened to you. I think it happens to a lot of us at times. You might have wanted to go, this was the road this is the road that leads to like good things. Good things. Good things. You thought that, no, you all. It was a detour. You took a detour. You came to a fork in the road. You did. And it was the end of the road. It was a dead end. You had to U-turn. You had to backtrack. You had to backtrack so you can get back on the main road. Get back on the main road. Don't go down the road right there. That it leads to nowhere, you are. It doesn't lead to anywhere. You're at the end of your road. Don't get trapped. Don't get yourself trapped. Quit taking detours in your life. Let me do this right here. Let me do it. I don't even like doing this video, you all. I promise you, I don't like it. It's like I feel like it's a strange video. It's a strange video for me to do. But I'm doing it. I'm doing it, you all. This is much more pleasant. This is much more pleasant than a dead end road. The end of the road. Get back on the road. Right there. No. You want to go somewhere? You look, this is the whole world in front of you, just like poof. Go. Right there. Do it. Do it. Let me flip this over here. You all, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to see you all on here because Gina, honey, why? Because it's like it's the wildest thing. It is so wild. Oh my gosh, the truth goddess, honey. It's strange. There's many times in this life, people, we go down the road, wrong road. We're on the main road. We're on this road right here. We're going somewhere. Then there comes a detour. A detour. We take the detour. We take the detour. You come to a fork in the road. Oh, I think I'll go this way. You go. Then you come to the end of that road. And then it turns out to be a dead end. There's nothing there. Then you got to do a U-turn. You have to backtrack. And you wasted so much time. Really. You waste so much time. Yeah. William, some rotten people can't be saved from a dead-end road. I know. And I can't believe I did a video like this, but I did it. You go from this, right here, you go from this road, right there. You do this right here too. You got a fork in the road. Here's what happens. Let me see if I wonder if I can do this visual. I'm going to see if I can stick these on here. I really am. I'm going to see if I can stick these on this road right here. This video is not for everybody, so let me do this. Let me just get myself out of there. Make myself kind of small. Get yourself really small. You started off like this. You're doing good in life. You're doing your own thing. Now you got detours that pop up. You take the detour for one reason or another. Then you get a Y in the road. It ain't time for the U-turn yet. But you get turned all around. You most definitely do. You get turned all around. You come to the dead end. You come to the end of your road. You do. The end of the road. It's the end of the road. It's like that. You can even say you get turned all around. You don't know which way you're going. You could even say that. You get turned around, you don't even know which way you're going. That's a lot of confusing signs. It's really a lot of signs. If you think of it from a spiritual point of view. You're on the main road, right there. See detours, you see a fork in the road, a U-turn, a dead end, and the end of the road. Just get yourself back on the road. Get yourself back on the main road, right there. That looks promising. This looks promising, you all. Much better than all those. And this looks like the peaceful road. Peaceful. It's totally peaceful. Yeah. Yeah, Neil, honey, I do something with love from my heart. I do. I do. You feel stuck for sure, Mushka, honey. Shalom, Israelites. You may feel stuck. You really may. You may have made the wrong decision in your life, and you may find yourself at a dead end. You got to turn around. You may have took a detour when you didn't even need to take a detour, but you decided, I think I'm going to take a detour. I'm going to take the scenic route. And you seen what happened. You found a fork in the road. You had a decision you had to make, so you took the fork in the road, is what happened. And then all that other stuff happened. That's right. Glory of Yeshua. That's right. Broad is the path that leads to destruction. It's broad. It's really broad. You feel serenity, Neil, honey? Yeah. No, you want this. This looks peaceful right there. Peaceful. That's right. You don't need to get off that road. Did you notice there's nothing there to get off of? There's no fork in the road. There's nothing. You just travel down that road. Like that. You'd like to see some trees. Yes, you would like to. That's right. I think I'm about done. I think I really am about done with this. Right here. I was going to speak on something else. I had it all in my mind what I was going to speak on. And then that. The detour. The fork in the road. The U-turn. The dead end. The end of the road. It's the end of the road. Look at all those signs. How many signs do we need in this life? Really, how many signs do we need in this life before we pay attention? We're given a lot of signs. We really are given a whole lot of signs in this lifetime as we're traveling down the road. We need to pay attention to the signs. We do. And we need to listen to our higher selves. We need to listen to the Holy Spirit. We do. Oopsie, Jeannie, you can knock over your microphone. We need to listen. Use some wisdom. Now, granted, we all have done this before. We have. We've all did this right here. We do. We've done it. Been there, done that. Maybe not in so much all at once, but we've been there, and we know what you had to do. You had to turn around and backtrack. There goes my nose again. It's starting to itch, you all. It's, oh my gosh, it's like a tickle. It's like it's tickling my nose, and I don't like my nose to be tickling like that, you all. Anybody else had their nose tickling? Because it's been happening for the past 3 or 4 days now. Yeah, get off that dead end road and get off the end. Just the end of the road, get off of it. Get off the dead end road. Turn around and go back. Go back. Backtrack. Just backtrack. I'm going to go, you all. I am. This is wild videos. All right. It's fine. I did it. You all. I'm going to go. I am. So thank you for watching. And with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And it's 8:30. I'm going to come right back on here. I'm going to come right back on here. I'm going to do the video that I was going to do before this.